What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? My name is Pete, and today I received in the post a box. Now, for those of you that have looked at the title, you know what's in the box. For those of you that haven't, which is none of you, this is a mystery box. And what we're going to do today, obviously, is look at what's inside the box, which you know what it is, and you want to see, here's my face, how cool it is. So let's get into it. So, I have been waiting very patiently for this to arrive, and I'm about to spoil the mystery box, because the mystery box is in fact a new graphics card. For those of you that know my old graphics card, which is probably very few of you, if not none of you, my old card was a GTX 1080. So needless to say, this one is an upgrade. See, I hope it is. I haven't actually checked. I mean, if something else arrived on the same day that's a similar size, that would be weird and exciting, I suppose. Ow! You should cut away from yourself. That is definitely advisable. Not towards yourself, like me. That's very stupid. Ah. This is, of course, as you saw in the title, the GTX 1080 Ti. At first glance, this is incredibly similar to the box for the 1080, except obviously right here it says Ti. So we have a picture on the front which very well may actually be the exact same picture. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's not different to the 1080. And we obviously have the title and the name of the product on the bottom. Currently, my monitor is a 1440p 60Hz monitor. Now this is definitely overkill for that monitor. But my reason for going for this graphics card over the 1080 that I already had, which was probably also slightly overkill for a 1440p 60Hz monitor, is whilst that may be overkill, I don't plan on buying a new card for possibly 2 years. In 2 years' time, this may not be overkill. Also, in the next 2 years, I have no idea if I will be buying a 4K monitor. If I do, or if I buy a higher refresh rate monitor, then this is not overkill. So, we've obviously got the tabs on the side. That's, nope. Gonna have to go for the old-fashioned nails and pull. And tear, apparently. Let me get my graphics card, you stupid tape. Woohoo! So, packaged identically to the 1080 and looking identical to the 1080, this is a very nice looking card. Now the reason some people don't go for the Founders Editions, which is not so much of an option right now, is that they're louder and they run hotter. But they do push all of the hot air out of the back of your case. So that's a plus with some minuses. Also, you can get the Founders one earlier. A lot of people aren't too fussed about the aesthetics of a card. I think this looks so nice that I prefer to go for these ones. Here we have your manuals and probably sticker among other things. So if we have a look, it says, "Welcome to GeForce GTX Gaming. Thank you. Here is a premium stickery badge metal thing, which you put on your case." Now, I don't generally like stickers, but I do like metal stickers because they don't look tacky. They look awesome. Stick once, stick wisely. Truer words were never spoken. This also includes obviously a quick start guide and a support guide for all your supporty needs of supportiness in your support needing days. The next item is a DisplayPort to DVI adapter. Now the reason they've included this is in order to improve airflow on the back of the 1080 Ti versus the 1080 and I guess every previous NVIDIA card. They have removed DVI port. So for those of you that use DVI as your primary visual output to your monitor, either you're going to be buying a new monitor in the long run, or you can use this to go from DisplayPort to DVI. Now the reason this is useful to me for now is that I do use DVI and I need the HDMI port on there because I could use HDMI, but I need that for the Oculus. In terms of remaining box contents, there is literally nothing else in there. Attention! And there it is, the GTX 1080 Ti. Now what you're getting with this card is for the price, or the original price of the GTX 1080, you're getting Titan XP, so the Pascal Titan performance, near as damn it, or even slightly better in some cases, which is freaking sweet. Here is the potentially improved airflow, which they say is 50% improved compared to the 1080, because obviously you're missing the DVI port, which would have sat around here. So you have HDMI, DisplayPort, DisplayPort, DisplayPort. Obviously on the back you've got the same backplate as previous. On the inside, a larger vapor chamber with slightly, ever so slightly higher density or higher fin density. And by ever so slightly I mean, time Logan counted these, there was 37 on the 1080 and 38 on this one. So very, very slightly. The card intakes, same as the 1080, from this side, and we'll push it out this side using the fan here. The lights on the side, they are not RGB, they are green. That's fine. In my case, it's black and green. This is all black and green, and that's sweet. Black and green. Now, another difference here is this is a 250 watt TDP card. So, more power, potentially more heat than the 1080. Obviously, though, it will hit 83, 84 degrees, just like the other Founders cards. So that's not really too much of a problem. And if you're going to overclock, you can crank the fan speed up, but be warned, it will get loud. It's no longer just a single 8-pin. However, people didn't so much like that it was a single 8-pin on the 1080 anyway, and most of the aftermarket cards had an 8 and a 6. So just like this one, an 8 and a 6. It's a shame they don't put these on the back, because that would make cable management, in my opinion, a little bit easier, but they're fine here. You can, of course, SLI this card, but that will cost you a freaking butt ton, and I do not have that kind of money. So, one it is, for now then. It's so shiny. Ooh. Ah.
Invincible.